welcome to Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. That's me.
Yep, I'm playing Baldi's Basics in the big 2026. Now, I'd been following the series since 2018 until 2022. Now, I did plan on returning to the series, but not this early. Recently, the creator of Baldi's Basics has just released some Baldi's Basics archives in honor of the 8-year anniversary of when he started developing the game. When I first found out about it, I just knew I just had to come back to the series, and what better way than to start off with the very first game that started it all, Baldi's Basics Classic. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this game is about, but in case you haven't, well, then you're in for a treat. Baldi's Basics is a totally not creepy educational game where you have to collect all notebooks and then exit the school. Once you collect a notebook, you will be given 3 math questions for you to answer, and if you answer all of it right, then you will be given a reward. However, if you answer one question wrong, things will not be going as planned. Now I'm playing the mobile version of the game just because there are things that are not in the PC version. Main things being the button images. I just think they add a nice touch to it. The version that I'm playing right now is the current version of Google Play, which is version 1.4.5. Whereas the latest version on iOS and PC is still version 1.4.3. So I'm guessing that means the newer versions are exclusive to Google Play. Man, I still can't believe it has been 8 years since Baldi's Basic has started being developed. Like, what else had happened during the early 2018? I can barely remember. Oh, I remember I wanted to play the game in mid 2018, but it was only available on PC and I didn't feel like playing games on computer. And this is gonna be real embarrassing for me to say it, but I searched for Baldi's Basics on App Store and I kid you not, there was a fake app that was almost as identical to the real game. So I played it non-stop, believing it was real. Another thing is that I actually believed that there was an actual answer to the glitch question. So the first time I played that ripoff, I inserted that answer and it still said wrong. And like, I think I tried it a few more times. There are also other Baldi ripoffs that I found interesting and actually enjoyed, which I probably shouldn't have. Most of them are gone now, and honestly, I don't really care about ripoffs nowadays. If I do play any of them, it's mainly because I'm bored. In case you're wondering, yes, I did end up playing the original game. I think either on July or August 2018. It definitely took me a lot of attempts before I actually completed the game, but it was worth it. It was really fun. I also played some Baldi's Basics fan games, some mods, and all other stuff. It was those kinds of moments of the year. Speaking of mods, I actually did want to make one in late 2018, but it didn't take me long before I gave up on it. I also wanted to make videos and upload them to YouTube, but I didn't know how to. And like after half a year, I started doing YouTube videos, but I'll get into that later. We're down to our last notebook and the show is about to begin.
Congratulations! You found all 7 notebooks! Now all you need to do is... get out while you still can!
Let's play. Oh, that makes me sad.
This is how we live our life, searching for the answers inside of every page. And I'm here wondering if one day we'll finally be free from this cage. Is it okay to have a feeling that maybe there is more to this game? However, now no time to question, so just behave.
Wow, great job. Please try and do worse though. I need to.
So yeah, that was Baldi's Basics Classic, also known as Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. It was really fun. In case you're wondering, yes, I'm aware that there's a secret ending in this game. I've seen it before, I know how to get it, but it's actually very hard to do. I might do it one day, but I don't want to spend too much time for now. And besides, there's already a bunch of videos of this ending, so yeah.
I see you, friend.
Alright, next game.
Welcome to the Baldi's Basics Birthday Bash. Come on in and have a blast.
Yep, Birthday Bash. Again, I think everybody knows this game, but if you don't, then let me tell you. Baldi's Basics Birthday Bash is a game that was released in honor of the 1-year anniversary of when the classic version was released. It's almost exactly the same as the classic version with a few changes. Main thing being that all the items are now wrapped in presents and are hidden in vending machines. So you won't be able to find out which item you're gonna get until you unwrap that present or you use the quarter on the vending machine. Now I know that there's an official mobile version of the game, but unfortunately it's only available as an APK, and my current phone doesn't support APK files, which is unfortunate, but at least I can still play the PC version. Now Birthday Bash is slightly harder than Classic in my opinion, just because all items are randomized, although I think back in 2019 I found the game so easy, it was probably just pure luck. Oh, and in case if someone is gonna say it, no, there's no such thing as a secret code that will give you that one rare item. If you know, you know. I know there are YouTube videos of this code, but believe it or not, that code is just from a mod. It was never in the actual game itself. I'm pretty sure the YouTube video should have mentioned that it's a mod, or at least put the link to the mod in the description. And considering the game is free, you could try downloading, making sure it's the official one, and try to see if the code actually works there too. Just saying. Right, what do I want to talk about? Yes, YouTube. After Birthday Bash was released, I decided to start posting videos on my YouTube channel. Most of the videos there were about Baldi's Basics. Duh. In late 2019, I even got myself a Twitter. Most of my tweets were, of course, about Baldi's Basics too. I have to note that those accounts were not my current accounts that I'm having right now. I'd had those accounts for like 3 years and I deleted them just because I wanted a change of pace. Thinking about it again, I really should have kept those accounts and keep most of my old content, but it's already too late for that. What else do I want to talk about? Yes, the wiki. I remember I enjoyed reading the wiki pages, and at one point I joined the community to contribute. I'll admit, when I was still new there, I was really embarrassing, but as time flew by, I got better and better, and I was actually being very helpful. Not to brag. I'd met some really good people there, and also some really questionable ones, but it was really fun there. However, it did get boring over time, especially since I had been keeping up with the series, and at one point, things went downhill. You see, there was a time when the creator wasn't updating the series, and people were so painfully impatient that they started making negative and immature comments. Someone even bring up Geometry Dash just because it had a similar case, and I find that ridiculously unnecessary. To make things even worse, a lot of the people in the wiki were so rude and were so sick. I'm not gonna put any more details in that. All I'm gonna say after that is, and that is when I decided to ditch the wiki for good. It's not the type of memory that I can ever cherish, and I cannot always be comfortable socializing if people are this horrible. Now at the moment, I'm not in any fandoms or in any communities. If I ever do something based on them, it doesn't mean that I'm in them. Well, I'm now living a somewhat normal life, and I'm just hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. And that's what I'm doing right now, considering this is the last notebook. Man, I'm just rewatching the scene, and like, there is really something I want to address about it. So as you can see here, I was walking down this long hallway and Baldi was nowhere to be seen up until this point. Because he was so far in the back, I was so confident I didn't need to use the bee soda there. You can still hear Baldi's slaps, meaning he was getting closer, and look, first prize was there and Baldi was behind me. Thank goodness I had the big old boots. An energy flavored zesty bar would have been really helpful at this point to fill up my stamina, and with Baldi getting closer and closer right behind me. First prize was right behind Baldi ready to push me, but I just had to use the soda because Baldi was too close to me. And that was when I realized that it would have been better if I used the soda in that first hallway. But as you can see, I was still going and was about to win. Alright, just a quick warning, this next scene will be quite spoilerish, so there's the spoiler alert for you. So here we go.
Go on, blow out the candle.
Man, this bed. I remember thinking like, oh, this looks like an actual second floor to the school, even though it's actually just a glitch place.
You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors.
Now, I'm not gonna say much about this place since it's pretty much self-explanatory, so please do enjoy this non-commentary bit, okay?
You need to collect 2 notebooks before you can use these doors.
Wow!
then the world ends. So that was Baldi's Basics Birthday Bash. Remember how I said it is slightly harder than Classic? Well, it took me like 35 minutes to complete it. But you know, a hard challenge is always fun to do. And just like Classic, there is a secret ending and I already know that. I've already seen it before and I know how to get that. In fact, at Birthday Bash, there is a very easy way to get that ending. I can do that ending, just not now because I don't want the video to be too long, alright? Not to mention that there's already a bunch of YouTube videos of this ending. There's always YouTube videos of secrets and stuff, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching me playing Baldi's Basics Classic as well as Baldi's Basics Birthday Bash. It was such a huge pleasure playing them and feeling very nostalgic. I wouldn't have played them this early if it weren't for the Baldi's Basics archives that was recently released, which I'll be playing in the next video. I can't wait to play them. And yes, I now do gaming videos. Most of my old ones were from a deleted channel and the ones that were here were deleted, and I'm planning to do more gaming videos, some commentary, some non-commentary. It will mostly be the latter though. Also, I actually recorded a Baldi's Basics Classic gaming video on PC and I really liked it since it was just one attempt, so I'm sharing it here too. Feel free to watch this non-commentary part until the end. Anyways, I'm not gonna talk anymore, so bye!
I see you
Entering school faculty only room. 15 seconds. Detention for you. Your parents will hear about this one.
I am coming, ready or here I come. I am coming, ready or here I come.
Right. Ooh, that makes me sad. Right. I wanna play with someone.
Looks like it's sweeping time. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep.
Congratulations! You found all 7 notebooks! Now all you need to do is... Get out while you still can!